Right, it's Thursday, February 12th, 2021. I'm on my way to the gym right now. I lost my keys. Probably, I don't know, about 2-3 days ago, I noticed that my keys were gone. I called the one or two places that I felt like they would have been at, and they said, no, your keys aren't here. And I said, wow. And then I went through the car a couple times, went into another vehicle that I don't even get into. The keys were just nowhere to be found. And I said, well, maybe they're in my gym bag. Maybe I left them in the locker, because my places that I go to are very few, where I'm going to end up losing something like a set of keys. They had a gate fob on it. They had, a mailbox locker, a mailbox key, and some other stuff on there. And I can't find it. And I'm walking out the door right now, and I'm thinking about this commercial that I had seen. And I was like, when you see advertising for a product, like for instance, when COVID-19 jumped off, they invented this, it looked like a key. It looked like a key, and it was brass, and you could put your finger in it, and you put it on your keychain. You could put your finger in it, but you could use it to tap the keypad on a machine. You could use it to open up a door. You can use it for the purposes for its use were 100% behind making sure you were not touching anything with your hands. And then they said, because of the coating on this particular device, and it's about this big, looks just like a key. Stick your finger in it, you can do all types of things. That way you don't have to touch nothing. It's supposed to be anti germ free, meaning so the material that it's made out of doesn't allow germs to get on it, so you can touch anything with it and not have to worry about sterilizing this particular tool. And when it came out, I was like, oh, that's really I was like, man, that's probably one of the coolest little inventions that I've seen. That's probably one of the coolest inventions that I've actually seen, and I was very impressed by it. And then you got other stuff that they've come out with since then, that is not so impressive. It's not so cool. It's not so fancy. And one of them is a thing where you can put all your keys on it. You can fold it up, and it's about this big. It looks like it's heavy. You can put about 75 keys on it, and it'll keep all your keys all organized. And then once you're done, it's got a little USB port on it, so you can actually plug a device into it and use it as a charging device. And I'm looking at this, and I'm getting to a point. I'm looking at this thing, and I'm thinking, one, have you seen a car key lately? They're making these things so that you can always just keep it in your pocket, never pull it out, and literally lock your car, get in your car, start your car, make your car come to you. You can do all types of things, and you ain't gotta have no key. You just gotta have like a little tiny box in your pocket. So I'm looking at this. I look at the one thing that they invented. I said, that's pretty cool. I said, it makes sense. Then I look at this other thing where you put all your keys in it, and if you lose your keys, you can detect your keys, and if you need to charge up your cell phone, then you got a little thing right there where you can plug your cell phone into it, and it does all this. And I'm thinking I was livid. I thought it was such a horrible idea. And I'm walking out the door, and I'm thinking to myself, Damn, I wish I had one of those on my keys so that I can locate where my keys is at. You see, what just dawned on me is we never know what we need until we need it. So we should never take anything for granted, because no matter how stupid we think it is, there's somebody else who needs it. And the irony of it was, I probably never would have bought anything like that. Yet I haven't been diagnosed with COVID. But I lost my keys. So the thing that I thought was the best in the world invention at the time would have served no purpose. Because what I really needed was the thing that I didn't think I needed. So you have to be mindful. And you have to be mindful, and you have to be open-minded. Because not everything is what it seems to be. And sometimes the things that you take for granted are the things that you needed more than anything else. Family, your children, even your job. You know, the one thing that I've heard is people complain about their jobs, how much they didn't like it, how much it sucked. Then the moment they get fired, that job they didn't like, that job that sucked, now becomes pretty important. Realize the things that you say now could come back to haunt you later. So why not say anything? Why not just accept that everything may not have a purpose for you right now, but it'll have a purpose for somebody else. Facts of life.